Hey everybody, I had to come in and do my Housewives of Potomac video. I have not been posting in about a week or so because I was sick. I sounded very congested. I probably still do somewhat. It's not as bad as it was a few days ago. I do feel a lot better. I sound better, but I probably still sound congested, stuffy. That's like how I feel while I'm talking right now doing this video. But I'm still going to do it because I got to get this off what I want to say about Potomac. Now, we ended last week with Karen and Charisse um, going at it. We started the new episode off from the same where they were at eating or wherever they were at in Mexico, I think. And to me, Charisse definitely has something over Karen. The way Karen deflected last week about claiming that Charisse brought up her mom, going to her mom's funeral or whatever, whatever it was that Charisse said. Karen has a way about her, and I've noticed it from the past 7 seasons of her being on the show. She calls herself the Grande Dame. She's the most sophisticated one out the bunch, She has this persona, the way she is, the way she carries herself, yada, yada, yada. But Karen, I know you can get just as low as Giselle and Robyn and Mia. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Even Candace, the way Candace was talking to Ashley about your supposed affair or whatever man you were around town with. It's something up with Karen. But this is what really surprised me was the fact that Charisse said that Karen allegedly was in rehab before. Now, that was some tea. Because the way Karen acts, you would think she did no wrong. That's how she comes off. But I can see in between the way Karen acts. And I've said this before in my videos for Potomac. None of these women are my favorite. None of them are. So Karen has never been my favorite. Candace isn't, Wendy isn't, Giselle, Robyn, Mia, none of them are. None of these women are. They're all just as messy as the next one. So you can miss me with all this classy act that Karen tries to give off. All right? Because she was put on blast last night. And now I see why Charisse came to say what she said about Karen. And Charisse wanted to let us know that she's the reason why these women are on Potomac. Now, we all know Charisse was one of the original women. She didn't stay on the show. But Charisse gave us some backstory and let us know that I guess when producers were scouting the Real Housewives of Potomac women, they must have had a big get together, a luncheon, whatever you want to call it. They had something where they wanted to meet women and pick who they wanted to be on the show. Charisse says that she was the reason why they were there looking at her and whoever she brought along. So she's saying that she brought on the other women, Ashley, Giselle, Robyn, Karen, Katie was one of the original in the beginning. And I could be missing somebody, but I'm not sure. But anyway, Charisse is saying that they came to see her and who she had to bring for the show, and she brought these women, except for Karen. She's saying that Karen, I don't know how Karen got in the event, but Karen was there and ended up at her table, to which producers thought that Karen was a friend of Charisse's, and that's how she got picked to be on the show. My whole thing is this. That could be very well true. And if it is, Charisse has every right to say what she said because as of right now, she's a friend of on the show right now. She's a friend of the show. And if she wants to come back, however it's going to work out, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, Karen, you acted as if Charisse, like you did Charisse a favor when she's letting us know that she did you the favor. So this is where all of the animosity stems from when it comes to their history. Because according to Charisse, before the show started, season one, Karen and Charisse were not friends. They didn't know each other. So that's pretty much the reasoning behind where everything started when it comes to Charisse and Karen. Now, last night, their argument continued from where it left off last week. And they just can't get to a common ground. Karen will not really say or reveal her real reasoning for not wanting a friendship with Charisse. Now, remember the whole funeral uh, incident that happened with Charisse saying that she was there for Karen when Karen's mom passed away, but Karen wasn't there for Charisse when her father passed away. Charisse claims that Karen left her, sent her like a cheesy text message, real brief. So Karen released that text message last night. Now let's take a look at this text message. It is from September 2018. And Karen says to Charisse, she says, Charisse, my family and I want to extend our condolences on the passing of your father. Know that God is in charge and he is at rest. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. When time permits, I would like to address where flowers are being received. If there is a charity you would like us to donate in memory of, please advise. Again, both you and your family are in our thoughts and prayers. Love, Karen. And then Charisse responds and says, thank you, Karen. Your kindness and thoughtful words mean a lot during this difficult time. So Karen clearly reached out and gave her condolences to Charisse, other than what Charisse claimed that Karen did, which was like leave a quick text message like, oh, something really quick. Nothing. This right here shows that Karen definitely reached out and was sorry for her loss. All right, so Charisse, Karen won that round. But when it comes to being exposed as far as this whole rehab, Charisse claims that Karen was in rehab and Karen's friends came and got her out of rehab and they went out partying. Now, the rehab thing, I kind of can believe because it seems like it's something that Karen does not want to get out. And Karen knows this is what Charisse wanted to bring on the show. This is why Karen has been against Charisse coming back to the show. I'm sure Giselle and Robyn are aware of this. This is why they're sitting around saying that Charisse is the grande dame of Potomac, because they feel that Charisse is the reason why they're there. When it comes to being grande dame, Karen doesn't show this life like how a Lisa Vanderpump does, to where I would say, oh my God, look at the opulence. None of these women show that on Potomac. We don't see the riches when it comes to Potomac. So to have that title of grande dame, Karen does not show that to me. Karen is a very classy woman on the show. And yes, I like Karen on the show. Once again, no, she's not my favorite, but of course she needs to be on Potomac. And to be honest, Charisse needs to be on there too, whether she's a friend of or not, to have this drama with Karen. Because I'm honestly tired of it always being week after week, Giselle and Robyn. It's time for the other castmates or Ashley. Like, I'm just over it. Potomac really upsets me when it comes to the standard they have on the show and the way the drama is directed. Candace, Karen, and Wendy are the ones that are praised every week throughout, no matter what happens, no matter what they say. And it's like it's contradictory, and I don't like it for this franchise in particular. Even Atlanta doesn't act like this. It's like, why do these women, this whole colorism thing that they have going on, I'm past it. It's like, let's get to the drama, let's get to the riches, let's get to the fortune, let's get to the good side of the reason why we watch Housewives. And everything is always husband related when it comes to Potomac. It's like it's the same scenario now. And I really need them to really do it different for next season. I don't care who comes or goes. I'm saying the fact that Charisse is an original housewife, if she wants to come back, because I know she left because she went through her divorce and lost a father and everything. If Charisse wants to come back in a friendship role, I think why not? Why not? I really I don't understand what the big argument is about. I mean, if you can have Mia on there, you can have whoever else is on there. Like, why not? I don't see what's wrong with that. So if she wants to come back, bring her back if she can. I know she's kind of boring, but she definitely is bringing a drama when it comes to Karen, and that's what I care about. So we don't have to see Charisse's life play out. She doesn't have to have a main role, but if she has a friendship role like how she has this season, I can see her back on there again, especially with seeing the way this season is going to end and how the reunion is going to go. Now, let's get to Robyn. Robyn and this cheap wedding. Yes, I said it. Cheap wedding, okay? The fact that this woman sat and said this, she said her and Juan are going to get married the day after her brother-in-law gets married in Jamaica. A reason for her to have a free trip and get married. This is why it's just going to be her, Juan, and their two sons. Because they don't have the money to really have the kind of wedding that they should be having on TV. It's really like Robyn, I am so over her and Juan. The reunion is set to tape this Thursday. And I know it's going to be drama filled. Robyn, you have a lot of explaining to do. And I know you sat at the table and you said to Karen how we want to talk about it. We want to know. So keep that same energy when the reunion tapes and they want to know about Juan and his scandal or your wedding or when it's happening. Please keep that same energy because you're going to need it. Okay? Because this right here is ridiculous. At this point, I wouldn't even want to get married. The way that she dismisses and gets upset at whenever she's questioned about her wedding, even from Giselle. This is not even just from Karen. Even when Giselle asked her, she seemed very annoyed, like, I know we're on camera and I got to talk about this, so I'm trying to keep it as short answered as possible. She does not want to give out too much information, and that's crazy because it's only 4 of you at the wedding. It's not a big wedding. It's not like, oh, we're sending invites out and this one is coming and that one's coming. The fact that it's so intimate, why are you scared to say details about it? I'm over this wedding with Robyn and Juan. I am over it. Now, when it comes to Wendy and Mia, Wendy wanted an apology from Mia because Mia apologized about her behavior but never apologized to Wendy. And Wendy wants an apology. So they had a little back and forth. And Wendy is asking Mia if she's clear on the term assault. And that's, her assaulting her. And Mia gave a forced apology, just saying, oh, I'm sorry. And Wendy's not accepting it. And they went back and forth. And it's like, you know what? I'm over that situation too. Because this is the thing with Wendy. Wendy is a very educated woman. She's a beautiful woman. She has a family. She's the standard for a housewife. She has that structure to be a housewife. But Wendy, to me, is not this innocent person. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Wendy, once again, you have a mouth on you. You can defend yourself. You are no victim. What Mia did to you was wrong. Yes, I agree. You have every right to demand an apology. You have every right for all of these things. But Wendy, you like to sit back and dish it, but you can't take it. So I'm on the fence with Wendy. I don't know. Mia gave her a fake apology, whatever. But I'm over it now. Especially when Wendy threatens to put her hands on people. So, it's like I can't sit and really fully be 100% in Wendy's corner because she threatens that same violence that she has a problem with violence. So it's like, okay, you know, um, Wendy, I'm over it. And I'm over the situation with her and Mia. I'm over it. I'm over it. But when Robyn claims next week that she has a photo of Blue Eyes, and this is the alleged man that Karen has been creeping with, sleeping with, and Robyn's going to show that. So she's still in the fire. And when she said that, it was, surprising. It's real surprising to me. The fact that Karen allegedly may have in rehab. They didn't say what the rehab was for, but I'm thinking possibly drinking because you got to think about it now. I'm sure Karen has drank on the show before, and remember the photo that Charisse sent in a group chat with Karen, having a couple of drinks and had her nipple was out and she didn't care. If you notice, Karen really watches her drinking intake on the show. And I feel it's because she does not want to slip into a state where she is messy on television because she's under the influence. This could all make sense. This could be the reason why she didn't want Charisse on here, because she knew what Charisse was coming to expose. The man, and now Karen allegedly was in rehab. The Grand Dame was in rehab, y'all. Come on now. Come on. It's something that Karen does not want out, and Charisse is adamant about putting it out. And that's for that fact, I want Charisse to stick around. Because it's not fair. All of these women, this is what the show is about. None of them are safe. None of them are safe. I'm tired of every week the same people getting crucified. It doesn't change. It's time now for other women to face the music. That's how I look at it. It's like this with all of the shows. Karen, you can sit, you can judge, you can critique, you can give your comments, you can say everything. But when it comes to you, everybody got to zip it and nobody can say anything. So I'm here for the exposing. Why not? If you guys can show us a nice, luxurious life filled with riches, all we get is drama talking about each other's husbands, who did this, who did that, then listen, it is what it is. This episode it was good. And like I said, the reunion will tape this Thursday. I'm not sure when it will air, probably within a month or so. But usually when they film the reunion, that means that the season is about to wrap up. So we have probably under 5 episodes left with Potomac before the reunion comes. Next week, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with Robyn and Karen exposing Robyn, and then Robyn exposing Karen. It's getting good, and we'll see. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Who do you think is the Grand Dame? I think neither of them are, but hey, let me know what you think, okay? So guys, I'll talk to all of you again soon.